Two Brothers 2 is the continuing story of Sam and Luke and their two younger brothers, Tommy and Joseph. 5,000 days in the making. Watch Sam, Luke, Tommy, and Joseph negotiate the journey of adolescence and the road to young adulthood. While they don't have it all, they do have each other. And this is their story.
My nerdiest characteristic is probably dancing. I have some pretty nice dances.
I'm also the fastest 7th grader, so everyone expects me to win every race. Sometimes I won't win, and everyone will just be disappointed if I come in second.
So you feel the pressure to win?
Yeah.
Rate yourself in terms of looks out of 100.
100.
He's like 100% popular.
Yeah, he's like the most popular guy in school.
Now, are you sensitive about the fact that you're slender?
I don't notice that I'm that skinny, but other people do.
Sometimes people call you skinny and that hurts your feelings.
Yes.
He's just good at making friends, I guess.
People think I'm skinny, fine. I'm kind of like the weird guy that everybody likes. But yeah, I'm fine with that. It's my little weird personality.
I am Joseph Nelson, and I'm 13 years old. People say money can't buy happiness, and that's not true. Okay, it can buy lots of things that make you happy. Helium actually makes your voice natural, but as humans, we start talking really low. I just think of all these things. Maybe we're gonna find out someday, and I'm gonna be right. I grew up thinking that I couldn't have the thing called sex. I didn't think I could have it. Then that day I found out that that is actually how babies are made. And I was happy. There's some kids I got to know pretty well in 5th grade. And then right as I hit middle school, they were thinking they weren't getting any younger, so they were just doing all this stuff. Yeah, some of them are smoking already. Think about how innocent they used to be and how good of a friend they were now. You can see them going down the wrong path, and it makes me pretty sad, but I know that there's nothing I can really do. And I get made fun of a lot about my faith. Stereotypes get worse and worse, I swear, every single year. Some people think we can't drink soda pop. So I have a lot of friends, but just not like any good enough friends that I can talk to.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to coach football. I like kind of being in charge. Like I've been the president this past year. It's been kind of fun for me. I've also grown like 2 inches in the past year. You know, I've gotten more like acne. I'm not like trying to hide it or like put a little makeup on my acne or anything. I just accept it. I just enjoy it, and I know in a few years it's really not going to matter what I look like in 8th grade. A few of my friends that I kind of suspect were going in the wrong direction did like drugs and sex and alcohol. I like having friends, and I like knowing a lot of people and being close to them. But it's just like I have to like draw my line where who I want to be my friends and who I don't.
What are you most grateful for?
Probably right now is my family. Me and Tommy still share a room, and he's gonna be a senior, I'm gonna be a freshman. It's fun coming home to my 3 brothers and my 2 parents. That's not gonna be there for much longer because Sam's going to college, Luke's going to college, and Tommy's eventually gonna graduate. I'm gonna have sophomore, junior, senior year just by myself, which is why I need to find really close friends that I can like hang out with.
What's your name?
Joe Nelson,
How old are you?
15 years old.
And where are you in high school?
Freshman in high school, finishing up my freshman year. If you were to see like a pie chart of what I think about when I'm like walking through the halls, it's like, how big do I look right now? Like that's something that I'm really still self-conscious about. Like I've been training to be a wide receiver like my brothers, and I've been training to do that for a long time, and because I see Tommy and like how nice. He's just this huge kid, and he's not fat, and he's not skinny. He's just like, he's perfect.
So if you were to sum up this first year, what's it been like?
It's been the toughest year of my life thus far. Last year I was president of the middle school, so if I wanted a friend I could just usually go get one. It wasn't that hard. And then this year I sat by myself for a few days at lunch, just kind of like wondering where I should sit. Popularity is temporary, for sure. At the beginning of the year there was this girl that I liked, and she didn't like me back. And this...
What?
I know, it was nuts. Like, what didn't she like, She was really attractive, and I guess I was kind of drawn to that, and I was starting to really like her, and Tommy he texted me saying something like, you gotta find it in yourself if this girl's right for you. And my motives with this girl was I'd get respect, but it was really nice to have that someone, Big Tommy, to tell me that wasn't the best girl for me. There's friends I had to let go of just because they're getting into weird stuff, and like there's some people that don't like me, and they let me know. Whenever they, make fun of me, it's always like making fun of my friends for being Mormon, and that we don't do that stuff. We don't drink, we don't have sex. I try to let them know that, that's not cool, because that's something I believe in. I devote a lot of my life to the thing you're making fun of. Besides when Tommy brings me along with his friends, I usually just stay home Friday nights.
So you have 3 years of high school without your brothers. What's it gonna be like?
I'll probably just have to find a few good friends that I can count on.
This will be the best 4 minutes of your freaking life.
So this is the high school talent show.
Anyone could sign up, and
This is stand-up comedy.
it took a lot of confidence to go up there. I did a stand-up comedy routine, and I had a shiny gold vest. I moonwalked out there. I guess I like entertaining.
And another thing that I wish I would have learned a little earlier in my academic career was comments. Let's eat, Grandma. And let's eat Grandma.
I think people really took a kick out of it. It was great.
Whiskers.
I actually shaved it a few days ago. I'm actually growing facial hair, so I need to start shaving every day. My favorite part about going on a date is kind of making the agenda of what we're gonna do. A lot of girls aren't used to that, but I have plans to go on the tour of the local milk factory and things like that. Started a club. It's called the Slam Poetry Club.
I start to think. I remember the time that you used to love me for me. I remember the time that you touched me oh so gently.
A lot of guys is that their guilty pleasure is making poetry.
What?
Yeah, we have like 35 members, and we meet twice every month. In middle school, my good friends were doing these bad things or these bad decisions, and but once we got to high school, I found my best friend, Nick, who I baptized. Seeing more and more friends drop off. They can't tell, but the decisions they're making are going to affect the rest of their lives. And it's really sad to see it. It really narrows down the people that I would like to hang out with. There's been a lot of lonely Friday nights. Well, if I do get lonely, I'll shoot off an email to Tommy, or I'll call Luke. I've called Luke a few times just to talk. Those are pretty good conversations. I can't be relying on my brothers for everything now. So I've kind of been relying on Heavenly Father, and I feel like our relationship has gotten a lot closer.
All I want when Christmas comes is down.
So what's your best memory with Tommy?
I got pulled up to play football freshman year to play with Tommy. That was a really special moment for me as well. We kind of walked out to the football field. Everyone gets someone and holds their hand and walks out. And I held Tommy's hand when we walked out there, and I thought Tommy was really cool, really classy for doing that. Because I was just like a little freshman, just kind of looking around. My helmet was a little bit too big for me. I was really blessed to have Tommy as an older brother. I think there's no one in the world who could have taught me the things that he taught me. I really took for granted my brothers, I think. The hardest thing I've had to go through is watching each one of my brothers leave the house until it was just me.
Is it the loneliness, or is it sort of the passing of an era?
I think it's definitely the passing of an era. I'll go talk to anyone, I'll give anyone a hug, you know.
Is it still hard when people make fun of you about your faith?
Knowing that they're making fun of me for something that, you know, I'm standing up for, something that I choose to be made fun of for, it doesn't take as big of a toll as, you know, something that I'm doing wrong. You know, at the end of the day, I really don't care. It's just I'm gonna be friends with people who are nice to me. I've actually found myself a lot less insecure nowadays. I've actually been really comfortable with myself lately.
One word that describes yourself.
Interesting.
Is interesting a less committal version of weird?
Yeah, I guess so.
But weird is good, right?
Weird is awesome.
Still?
Still, yeah, weird is still good.
Next time on Two Brothers 2.
Well, as soon as the first date was awkward, but you don't just propose to her on the first date. It's not cool. You gotta play cool, right? I had this vision of like the perfect girl, and that was Lauren. And I told her I loved her and I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her.
I'm the biggest BYU fan to ever play for BYU. Going to games as an 8-year-old kid, looking at those guys running out of the tunnel. And I remember when I saw my name on the list, I called my dad in the car and I like broke down. I was like so excited that it's actually gonna happen. I remember there was one week where 3 things happened that kind of just put me over the edge. It was like football was like too much for me.
With wedding bells also ringing for Luke.